Medea had enough support to hold off the Jonas Brothers this weekend at the box office. The hip granny stayed #1 in the face of intense boy band competition. A preview of the Watchmen, what's new on DVD, and an exclusive look at the Film Geek's latest movie, O.M.G, are all coming up next on this episode of the Film Geek. Like we said, Medea was still #1. The Tyler Perry creation captured the box office crown for the second straight weekend. The Jonas Brothers and their 3D experience captured the second spot in its opening weekend and took in $12.7 million. Oscar champ Slumdog Millionaire grabbed the third spot with $12.1 million. Taken and He's Just Not That Into You rounded out the top 5. And that's a recap of how last week's movies did. As always, before we get started, let's take a look at the very special, one-of-a-kind Film Geek rating system. The best rating a movie can get is you should take a date, pay full price, and buy the popcorn and Coke. After that, go to the matinee showing. After that, wait for it to come out on DVD. And finally, if the movie is horrible, if it's terrible, if it's just a pain to watch, wait for it to come out on TBS. Now, normally we'll give a movie a preview and a review and leave it at that. However, when the movie appears to be a cultural phenomenon, this is deserving of special treatment. Watchmen is the most critically acclaimed and well-loved graphic novel in all history. It's a story set in an alternate 1985 where superheroes exist and Nixon is still in the White House.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
Died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
John thinks that there's going to be a nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way? So we can't do anything to stop it. An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Watchmen are over. What do you suggest we do about it?
Retribution.
We can save this world.
Why would I save the world I no longer have any stake in?
Do it for me.
Will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Once again, this movie will be huge. Screenings are already selling out well in advance. There's a significant amount of buzz surrounding this flick. If you are going to go, either buy the tickets in advance or plan on getting there really early. I haven't seen this much buzz around a movie since The Dark Knight came out in the summer of 2008. Watchmen will reign supreme this weekend, but it's time for what's new on DVD. We've got Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, Australia, Awake, and Lake City. Beverly Hills, Chihuahua is a safe bet for the family this weekend. Great comedy from Disney with Drew Barrymore and George Lopez in it. Australia is a great throwback to the days of the Western epic and is worthy of a rent. Finally, this weekend, the film reviewer became the filmmaker. I, the Film Geek, wrote and shot and edited my 9th movie. It's called O.M.G, and it's about how one couple almost breaks up over a series of Facebook status updates. Coming up is a clip where Ryan tells the leading man Trey why girls are so much trouble.
Look who finally decided to show up. I'm like 30 seconds late, man. Give me a break. Man, whatever. Let's just work out. So how's the missus? Okay. I know what our problem is. So what happened in Paradise?
Well, we went out for our 3-month, and then she started changing her status updates to she was trying to find someone else.
So wait, have you actually called her or talked to her?
No, she lost her phone, and we don't normally see each other during the day.
So you do all your relationship management over Facebook?
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me you're all worked up because of Facebook updates? God, what a pansy. Well, what should I do about it? Well, first off, it's just Facebook, so don't get so worked up about it. Really? Yeah. Stop being such a girl. Shut up! Man, it's the truth. Next, just give her some time. Change your Facebook status to something pleasant. I'm sure she's not cheating.
How can you be sure?
I don't know, man, but you're starting to get on my nerves.
Why don't you have a girlfriend?
Too much work.
Why?
Look, inherently, girls are a lot of work. You gotta ask them out, you gotta get cleaned up, you gotta take them out on a date, which is basically a job interview. Then after that, you got this whole spiel about whether or not you should call her, you gotta Facebook her, text her, paying for most of her stuff. It's just too much work, man.
You sound bitter.
Yeah, and you're still a pansy. I mean, why don't you meet up with Amy, ask her for advice? She's one of Haley's good friends.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and give her a text.
Why don't you do humanity a favor and just call her?
All right, I will. Thanks, man.
See you.
Okay, so it's not ready to compete with the Watchmen and the Dark Knights of the world, but hey, it's a student production. We had a blast shooting this weekend. This movie will premiere Thursday night at the film festival here on campus. It's being hosted by the Art Guild. Need to give a special thanks to Patrick O'Malley, Cindy Walters, Dr. Jenkins and his daughter Tori, Brock Bodie, Ginny Ann Roy, Cameron Goss, Whitney Tate, and Gilly Aguilar for making this a reality. And that will do it for this episode of the Film Geek. I'd like to remind all of you that you can view all of CUTV's programming on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube and search CUInternetTV with no spaces. We've partnered with the Cameron Collegian to launch cunews.wetpaint.com. On the website you'll find great news and content. Need to thank Jack Connor and everyone down at Carmike Cinemas for their help too. The Carmike is bar none the best place to watch a movie. The crew down here at CUTV also deserve a big thank you. All jokes aside, these dedicated individuals are the real reason we have a show to bring you each week. So on behalf of Dr. Matt Jenkins, Director Michael Faget, and the entire crew here at CUTV, I'm the Film Geek Kyle Luters, and we'll see you at the box office.